Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily News Brief. US and Iranian delegations have left Pakistan without an agreement after Islamabad talks.
We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
Pakistan's Chief of Defense Forces, Field Marshal Asim Munir, also took part in the talks as mediator. US demanded commitment from Iran that they will not seek nuclear weapons.
But the simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations. Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they had before, they've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will.
US Vice President J.D. Vance said that US has made best final offer to Iran. Iran's core demands included lifting of sanctions, release of frozen assets, payment for damages, permanent end to the war, and control over the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bakir Kalibaf was leading the Iranian delegation along with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and other officials. US Vice President J.D. Vance was leading the American delegation. US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner were part of the US delegation. The US and Iranian delegations had separate meetings with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif before the talks on Saturday.
It is imperative that the parties continue to uphold their commitment to ceasefire.
Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif had announced 2-week-long ceasefire between US and Iran on Wednesday night, 8th of April. And Hungary is holding parliamentary election. Polls have opened for tightly contested election, seen as a key test for Viktor Orban. US President Donald Trump has supported Viktor Orban. US Vice President J.D. Vance visited Budapest to campaign for Viktor Orban.